Okay, good morning everybody. It is 8 a.m. on Saturday the 19th of November 2022 and I'm over in Stanley Park to do my weekend video of the Anfield Road expansion, and my weekend video is with my voiceover, my lovely voiceover. As you hopefully you'll know by now, that's the format of my channel regarding the Anfield Road Stand. My midweek covers a good look round it all, which allows you guys to put your comments and any questions to me, and then I'll come over at the weekend and cover them, which is what I'll do today. The sun's probably going to be a pain today. Do you know what, I'm saying that, it's funny because I've been saying this quite a bit recently, and one of my subscribers, somebody commented saying, I can't believe you're surprised at where the sun is every week, right? So just to explain that, I'm not surprised that the sun's over there. It's always going to be over that side, right? It's how low it is, and if it's got any cloud cover. Okay, so I'm not surprised that the sun's there. it's just how bright it is and what glare it's giving off. Yeah, so anyway, just thought that I sometimes don't explain myself properly, I think, but yeah, it was a class comment that somebody said. Anyway, so we're going to get up in the air now, cover some of your questions and comments, and yeah, get going and have a look at it. Let's get up there. Okay guys, so we'll get straight up to probably around 50 60 meters or so. We'll get up to, looks amazing that, doesn't it? It's a great shot of it. Right, that'll do us 50 meters, well 59 meters actually. So let's go. I'll get straight into it. Find my first question or comment, which is from, where are we? Trig Josh. Trig Josh comments on nearly all my videos and gives some great comments, and lengthy ones as well, but it puts quite a lot into it. When I say lengthy, I don't mind that at all, Trig Josh, by the way. But I'll cover this one. So here we go. Trig Josh: hi Nick, I've just watched the clip regarding the Anfield Road Stand and I think the channel's called Latest Sin. You're watching others, Trig? Shocking. I'm only playing. And it was the 18th of November upload, so that was yesterday. Okay, it was filmed from ground level, but it appears that something is being constructed from the steelwork in the storage area at the main stand end. I could see things that look like they were constructed from more than one piece of steel, cross bracing, diagonals. I know that red cradle frame they used to construct the back spans on, that is in the storage area. Also, perhaps the corner roof and support structure is being assembled now that all the back spans have been completed. Just thought to let you know because you might want to fly your drone over that section tomorrow. Cheers Nick, hope you and your family are well. Thanks very much, Trig Josh. Thanks for that. So you're saying the corner, the main stand. Well, that's exactly where we are now. So let's get closer. Wow, yeah, look at all that steel. Do you know what as well? They'll be able to make use of this car park, won't they? Because they've played their last game until the 31st of December, I think now. Yeah, you're right about that framing as well. Okay, do we know what that is? So what have you said, Josh? You said perhaps the corner roofing support structures being assembled. I mean, yeah, you've said from more than one piece of steel. Yeah, absolutely. There's, look at all that. Okay, does anyone know what they're building there? Is it maybe one of the? No, I was going to say a corner span, but no, there's that's silly, isn't it? 'Cause there's nothing to actually put the corner span onto or anything like that. Oh no, maybe it could be an end span. Who knows? Yeah, it's obviously a good spot. Thanks for letting me know. Josh, comments anybody? Does anybody know what they are building specifically there. Obviously, they're building. You know, you probably get comments saying, "Well, they're building something to do with the stand, aren't they?" Yeah, they are. Yeah. But what do we know exactly? What? Obviously, it's going to be something to go over this end as well. So let's pan up. It's got to be something this end, and that's an absolute nightmare, isn't it, regarding the sun? So let's just come round, get that sun out the way. Yeah, it's got to be, maybe it is. So if I come across the back here, so if we look at the difference in the corners, it's probably look at this corner over there, and the amount of the amount of cornering that goes round compared to what we're looking at the other end. So it's probably just like that, you know, the corner sections going round that they're able to do now. But yeah, any comments, be grateful. Thanks very much for that one, Josh. Let's move on. I've got to swipe across my phone to find the next question because I've took a few photographs this morning, which is annoying. And we get to Mr. James the Brain. Okay, hi Nick, this is for your weekend video. Fantastic. I've heard from a very good source that a couple of reasons they cancelled the roof plans was because of the issues they received when they informed fans of the ponchos being provided, etc. But also because the clubs were concerned by the damage that could have happened to the pitch when they were lifting the roof off and it not being able to be fixed in time before the next home game. This isn't concrete evidence, but the source I've heard it from has been extremely reliable before. Yeah, James, I think if we I'll just come to a stop there to discuss this, so we can just have a look at what's going on. If we go up and then a little closer, so you can all have a look, just to discuss this for a second. So yeah, there was obviously a lot of kickback from saying they're going to provide ponchos to fans. Yeah, I was aware of that, and there was always going to be, wasn't there? Fans aren't going to be happy with that. So yeah, that's definitely a case. Concerned by the damage on the pitch. Yeah, of course, that pitch has got to be ready by the 31st of December, and there would be massive problems, wouldn't there? Like massive possibility that it would be damaged. And I think also the seats as well, if they're taking off the roof, there's all the Anfield Road Stand seats underneath it, and I showed a couple of images in it was either my last video or the one before, of how when they took the main stand roof down, when they done that one, and it showed the damage it caused in that, and but they were obviously replacing it all. But yeah, Mr. James the Brain, thanks for that. I'm sure that's exactly right. I'm sure that that's it, right. So there's probably loads of factors that made them stop. Somebody else said as well that it was always a kind of plan to do it if they could, but it was always possible that they were going to have fall back to plan B to do it at the end of the season. I heard. So yeah, there you go. Okay, Robbie Elliott. I am Mr. Drone. Absolutely love your videos of the expansion at Anfield. Thank you very much, Robbie. A question for your weekend video. Just wondering if there are any more front spans to go up. There seems to be a big gap between the two outside front spans and the main stand. Can you stand? Keep up the good work. Okay, so you're talking. Yeah, you're talking there, those front spans. Okay, I'm up to 82 metres. So, Robbie, what you're saying is, let's go around. Though the pitch has got its lights on. So yeah, the big gap you see in there. Do you know what? I'm coming around this side, aren't I? And the sun's going to be an absolute pain. Sorry, give me 1 second. So the gap you can see. So we've got, what can we see? It looks like 4 front spans, but it's not. They've actually they've just filled in the gap between. So you can see like there's 3 together. The one in the middle, they've joined together. And I'm told by people in the know that that's called purlings, what they've filled it with. So if we come around here, God, that crane's really tall, isn't it? That white one. Stay away from that. Yeah, so it looks like we can see 4 front spans, doesn't it, that are up, but like I say, they've actually only lifted 3, and the others are joins. So, oh, I'm losing signal for some reason. Let's go higher, will help. Okay, yeah, so there, it looks like there's 4 front spans. So what I'm going to do is share with you a couple of illustrations that I've got out. So here's the first one. I think this is looking from the main stand. It'll be the other angle of where I am, and it looks like, if you look, if we count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm including the 2 corner pieces. There's 9, and we've got 4. Whether this is an exact, illustration and they've done it right, I'd hope that they had. So yeah, we're looking at, there's 4 up now, and it looks like there's 9 including the corner ones. So I'd say yes, there's front spans. I think they're probably going to do 2 more. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think they might do 2 more at the ends, maybe those corner ones, and then do like the purlins joins to the outside ones we've got at the moment. Let's look at the next illustration. It's from the other angle. It's from kind of where I am now, and looks at the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I think we can't see the 2, which is under the Kenny Dalglish stand roof there at the moment. And let's look at one straight on here, and let's just count again, including the corner pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. So yeah, so the answer, I think personally, they're going to lift the 2 end ones and then join them with the steel in the middle, but I don't know that for a fact. Robbie, I don't know that for a fact, but there's definitely more to go on there, as you can see in those illustrations. So yeah, I hope I covered that okay for you. Moving on, Matthew Eckersley. Hey bud, watching from the south of France. Great video as always. Keep the content coming. Thanks very much, Matthew. I hope it's nice over there in the south of France. It sounds nice. Can you tell me if the bottom right corner of the current Anfield Road Stand, if they've started to remove seating to prep the current roof coming out? And also, do you have any idea when they'll be starting the corner work on the right side of the stand? So that's dead difficult for me when you say the right corner and the right hand of the right side of the stand, Matthew, because I don't know if you're looking from like this angle on my screen now, or if you're looking like I'm looking at the back of it. So if you can, let me know when you say this to everybody. If you're going to ask questions, say either the to Kenny Dalglish end, which is there, or the main stand end, which is there. That just helps. Okay, so you're saying, can I tell you if they've started to remove seats bottom right corner to prep for the current roof coming out? So Matthew, I don't know if you've watched recently, so they're not now taking the roof out during the break for the World Cup, so I can't imagine they've removed any seats at all. I've come in front of it now. I'll try and drop down because I'm 100 metres up there. Let's zoom in. No, I can't imagine they'll have no reason to, because they're not doing it. No. Oh, so you see the there at the bottom. See, looks different. I have to go back to videos. That does that bottom bit there. Is that always like that? I don't know if that's maybe because there's that where the away fans sit. And what's that section there at the very bottom? Is that always like that? Can't recall from my other videos. It does look like there's like about 6 rows of seats missing there, doesn't it? But Matthew, that it won't. I don't think that'll be anything to do with the roof, because the roof's not being done now until the summer, well, the end of the season. So yeah, that does look like there's a row of seats missing though. I'll have to look back on other videos and see if it's always like that, or if you guys could let me know. Saves me looking back. And what was your other question, Matthew? Do you have any idea when they'll be starting the corner work on the right side of the stand? So when you're saying right stand, then I'm assuming you must mean the main stand then. There. So, well, yeah, I think we've looked at the very beginning, like Trig Josh has said. Just go up and out so we can. Like Trig Josh said, and we looked at the very beginning, Matthew, there's a load of steelwork in that car park, and they can use that car park now because there's no games or anything until the 31st of December. So I think they're starting it right now, it looks like. Anyway, there's definitely something going on there. But yeah, thanks very much for that, Matthew. Moving on, Tarek S. Hey, you might want to check out users on YouTube reusing your drone footage as theirs. Keep up the great work, Tarek. Yeah, thanks very much. A few people have informed me of this. There's definitely a guy who lives in Holland, in the Netherlands, called Matt de Jam or something like that. If you're watching, Matt, hi there, mate. But yeah, please just ask people if you want to use little bits of my footage or little clips for something. Please ask. I usually haven't got a problem, unless the only time I'd have an issue, well, really, is if people just don't ask. That's the main thing that bothers me. Tarek, thanks for the heads up. A few people have raised this with me. There's quite a few that I think use little clips. Quite a lot of people do ask me. So yeah. But the people that don't and just crack on and use it, just ask, please. It's just polite, isn't it? I get up dead early in the morning, come out and do all this, and then you sit at home and just screen grab some of my footage. Yeah, it's a bit rude, bit cheeky. But thanks, Tarek. Thanks very much, mate. Ian Kendrick, Middle Blue Crane. It's gone now. But yeah, Middle Blue Crane. Sorry, I went quiet then. Somebody just threw a ball for a dog and it's a tree like right next to me. Made me jump. Middle Blue Crane is mobile tower crane. B for roof sheets. Great vlog. Thanks very much, Ian. Yeah, B for roof sheets. Okay, so they've put quite a lot of them down now. You can see the guys walking on it. There, tell you what, I'm 100 meters up. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's do a fly straight over them, eh? I am 105 meters up, guys, so there's no issues with cranes or anything. Let's do a fly over, pan down and look at the sheeting that they've done. And then we'll go round. So yeah, thanks for that, Ian. So as you said, it was for the sheeting, for the roof, to lift that. Yeah, it looks right. They've got loads of that done now, haven't they? See them walking about up there. But that crane has gone, which is a good job, because if it hadn't, I wouldn't have been able to do this sort of shot. I'm just going to move back a bit because that crane was close. Even though I'm 105 meters up, so there's no chance of me hitting that crane because it's not that high, I still like to make sure I stay away. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, so that crane wasn't there long. God, there's two dogs fighting over there. Blimey, did you hear that, guys? Two dogs fighting. Everybody from Liverpool will know that has another meaning over here. Lee Truck, what drone do you have? Thanks, Lee. I have, so this one you're looking at now. I have a couple of drones, but this one you're looking at now, and the ones I use pretty much to do all of my videos at the moment is the DJI Mini 3. DJI are the ones I've always used. They've been really reliable to me. I know how to use them really well, and they've always been really safe. I've never had an issue with them. I've also got a DJI Mini 2, I have in the past had a DJI Mavic Air 2, and I've even had an Inspire and an FPV drone, but the minis work for me. The minis allow me to fly everywhere I want without any restrictions, which is great. The Civil Aviation Authority were supposed to be bringing in a new class at the beginning of next year called C-class drones, where you could fly slightly bigger drones in more places, as long as you stuck to certain rules. And if you had the A2 CFC certificate, which I've got, which basically an extra training, then I would have been able to do a lot more. However, they've suspended that for another, I think it's another 2 or 3 years, and there's going to be no C classes. So I'll stick with the minis because there's very little restrictions on them. So yeah, DJI Mini 3 Lee is what I fly pretty much all the time. It's my go-to. And last, I think we've got Christy Abraham. What are those white structures in the parking lots behind the Kenny Dog Leaf stand and the other parking lots close to the white crane trucks? The white structures. Oh, I know what you mean. So they're probably gone now. Although, let's have a look. Do you mean them? Do you mean them, Christy? They're just in front of the LFC TV. So what they are, I've covered this before. What they are is the artificial lighting machines, which are on the pitch at the moment. That's where they keep them. See them on the pitch there. So they wheel them in. They're able to wheel them in. You said there's some over this side as well. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. Yeah, they're not usually over this side. They're usually by the main stand, in that corner of the main stand. But perhaps they put them over here to store, because they're doing a lot of work there. They are. Yeah, so Christy, they are those artificial lighting machines that you see on the pitch right now. Like I say, they wheel them in. They're usually kept the main stand, but they must be using the car park to do all that steel work that we looked at the beginning, and they've probably therefore moved them. So guys, that brings me to the end of my questions, and my battery's running low. You'll probably hear it start beeping in a minute. So we're going to take a couple of shots, bring the drone down, and finish up there. Right, okay everybody, there you go. That was my weekend video of the Anfield Road Stand expansion, covering some questions and comments. So this week we had Trig Josh asking about the what they're building in that car park at the main stand end. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on there. And I said last week they're probably work will probably pick up loads now, because they don't have to break at all until the World Cup's over. So the very end of December. So they can just crack on. So yeah, thanks for that, Josh. James the Brain asked about, well, he said he's heard a few reasons why they're not taking that roof down during the World Cup, and yeah, totally agree. And I'm sure there's loads of reasons. So we had a look at that. Robbie Elliott asked about the front spans, and are there any more, because it seems to be gaps. So we had a good look at that with some illustrations. Matthew Eckersley asked about the seats missing. Yeah, it looked weird, didn't it? By now I'll have had a look at, I just do this outro whilst I'm on site, as you can see, so I haven't even had a look at previous videos, because I hadn't noticed, but it looked like there were a few rows of seats missing, but it could be wrong. I haven't just picked up on it before now. So Tarek, tell me other people using my videos. Yeah, I know, mate. Thanks for the heads up, but it is what it is, isn't it? I just like people to ask. Ian Kendrick told me about the blue crane that was there. Lee asking about the drones, so I discussed the drones, and then Christy asking about the structures in the corners, which we looked at, those artificial lights. So yeah, plenty to discuss there, guys, wasn't there? I hope you enjoyed that video. Any comments, questions, leave down below. As you know, I do try and get to them. Other than that, guys, please like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm getting more than 30% of people that watch my videos do now subscribe, only slightly more, so please keep subscribing. If you'd like to buy me a beer, you can do so using this link, only if you'd like to. For any branded clothing like this, go to Design and Stitch, their website's there. Soon you'll be able to buy my merchandise direct from their site, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be leaving a link to that. And lastly, I just wanted to ask, who do you think's going to win the World Cup? World Cup starts tomorrow. Who do you guys think's going to win? It's a bit of a weird World Cup, isn't it? Winter time in Qatar. I'm sure we all have views on that, which I won't discuss that sort of thing on my channel. It's not what my channel's about. But who do you think's going to win? I've got my money on Brazil. I think they've got a cracking team. But who do you guys think? Let me know. Thanks very much, everyone. I'll be back here Wednesday to do my next weekly video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.